You don't see sniper rifles introduced to Warframe every day. I think we get something like one a year, maybe. So obviously, I was excited for this one. And you know what? The Parigale delivered performance. The Parigale delivered raw power, raw damage. But unfortunately, it does lack in certain areas. And if you want to know what those are, stick around. As always, my name is Leyzar, and I got a couple of builds lined up. Something cheap, affordable, something for the more casual tenor, but of course we also got the endgame setup, maxing everything out. We're gonna take this one to Steel Path. That said though, please bear in mind that my builds and guides usually take a more new player friendly tone, simply because I want anybody watching to understand how the weapon functions and how it should be built. So, in case you're a vet and you already know most of this stuff, please, bear with me. And with that out of the way, let's jump into the Parigale. Let's begin by checking out how the weapon handles without any mods equipped, and for that, just a couple of our regular free shots. The Parigale is a sniper with a burst trigger and 2 levels on its scope. Check out the scope. Now if you don't like the graphics on the scope for any sniper rifle, not just the Parigale, what you can do is go into options like so, into the interface section like so, scroll all the way to the bottom and you will see here, use sniper scope. You see this little check mark over here? You confirm like so, and then it's gone. Completely gone. Keep in mind that it is useful sometimes to remember at which level you are. 20% on the 2x zoom and 40% on the 4x zoom. But this one has one interesting gimmick. If you get 4 consecutive headshots, you're going to be getting yourself a buff called Gale Force. Take a look at the upper right portion of the screen. For a whopping 4 seconds, you get 100% ammo efficiency. That is 100% ammo efficiency. You see that? I'm not consuming any ammo shooting these Gogstad of the Gogstad and all whatnot. And that's absolutely fantastic if you're a sharpshooter, if you can consistently get yourself those headshots. Because this is a burst fire and you're going to be firing 4 from the magazine with each and every single shot. Check out the magazine. I'm on 12. I fire once and it goes to 8. I fire again, it goes to 4. And one more time and it's bloody empty, triggering that long reload. And you see one other issue, where the hell is all your ammo? It's gone, because this one definitely has ammo issues for those of us who are human and can consistently get headshots, at least, I don't know, 60% of the time. So as you can see, the weapon, when it comes to usability, it's cool to use, there's barely any recoil, but the ammo is gone. So there is that to bear in mind. Now, let's hop into stats to see exactly how this one functions and what are the actual modifiers and all whatnot. Capacity 60 out of 60, and if your comes with only 30 out of 30, you jump into actions and you plug in the Auto-King Catalyst. Is it worth it on the Parigale? If you are Mr. Headshot, if you go from mission to mission, you line up that perfect shot and you chapow, then this is definitely for you. It's a hit scan attack, you're not going to have any issues with leading your targets or the travel time of the actual projectile or any drop off or anything of the sort. So that's pretty fantastic. But if you're looking for the best Eidolon hunting weapon, this is still not it because of the ammo constraints, but more on that later. Now mine has 5 Forma. You don't need to Forma 5 times. I think you can get away with something like 2 Forma. If memory serves, and it probably doesn't. Yes, it does. This one comes with 2 V polarities by default, and that's pretty good. That makes it a non-heavy Forma weapon. In the arcane slot, of course, we're going to be unlocking this one, and you're going to go deadhead. Yes, this is a headshot weapon. Just go deadhead. Unless, of course, you want to use it in tandem with your melee, in which case you build dexterity and or whatnot. For example, maybe you're into Voruna, the brand new Warframe, and you want to build her with her axe or something like a heavy weapon attack build. Link in the cards right now for a full and detailed guide on that. Both of Voruna and the actual melee you should use. So in that case, you go dexterity. Merciless, not in this case. Just go for headshots mostly, even though most of your targets will be dying with some procs on them. But not necessarily from the procs. In the XL slot, honestly, leave this one locked, because there's nothing you need here. Stabilizer? I mean, sure, I guess stabilizer, but the weapon doesn't really have any recoil, so what are you gonna do? The fall-off is between 300 and 600, you don't care. Vigilante supplies for ammo? Sure. That's an option. Vigilante supplies for ammo. But the problem with the weapon is not necessarily the ammo consumption that it has, but that's also one of it, is the fact that it's got such a tiny reserve. Essentially, you get a magazine of 12, so 3 shots, yes, 3 burst fires, and another 24, so another 6 shots. And that's it. And then it's gone. Honestly, I'm not all that convinced they thought this one through well enough. Now, where was I? Ah, yeah. Accuracy is fantastic. It's a bloody sniper. Ammo maximum. And the weapon's biggest problem, 24. If you want to use it with Voruna, you're going to go to 48. Even with 48, I mean, it's manageable, but it's not fantastic. Ammo pickup is going to be 12. Fall off between 300 and 600 meters. Honestly, I don't remember the last time I did a plus 300 meters shot. So there you go, it's not an issue. Fire rate of 2, magazine of 12. Noise alarming, it's a sniper rifle. Punch through of 1 meter by default. You're going to be able to hit the target behind your initial target as long as they're close enough. Reload of 3. Why? In the name of God, you fire 3 times and then you reload for 3 seconds. What were you guys even thinking? I just don't get it. Riven disposition of 1 out of 5. Rivens for this one are not worth it at this point because of the low Riven disposition. You can still get good stuff if you manage to hit a roll with multi-shot. Something like crit something and a negative on it. It's harmless. Negative, yeah. That might be usable depending on the case. But as it is, I wouldn't waste my time chasing Rivens. Trigger burst. Damage, critical chance, 28%, fantastic. Critical multiplier, 2.6, also fantastic. So you got the critical stats. You even have some decent status at 16%, considering, again, we're looking at a burst trigger. Did you see that the weapon has 4 barrels on the end? I don't know if you saw in the intro, but at the end, it has... Show the damn barrels. I can't. Rendell is stupid. It's got 4 barrels. There you go. 4 barrels at the end, just like the Quartek. Only this and the Quartek has 4 barrels at the end. They're not sculpted in, though. They're like filled up. So there you go. Design team. Why no? Nothing? Okay, fine. When it comes to the actual damage, you got the full array of impact, puncture, and slash. The highest amount is going to be puncture by far, which does extra damage to heavily armored targets. Total is 172 per bullet, so it's actually pretty good. Now let's have a look at something standard that you would use if you're a more newer player coming to the game and you just want to run missions with the Parigale. Damage Serration, Multishot, Split Chamber, and Vigilante Armaments, Critical Chance and Critical Damage through the use of Critical Delay and Vital Sense. We also got the 260-60 Vital Mods, Malignant Force, Rhyme Rounds, because of course this is a Hunter Munitions weapon, as you can see. Now this one is still one of the most, I don't want to say one of the most overpowered mods anymore, simply because this mod allows a lot of weapons to live in the meta. So there you go, 40% chance to apply a slash on critical, it bypasses the whole status chance thing, it's absolutely fantastic. We're going to be testing out the weapon like so. I'm going to show you an issue and then we're going to replace one mod. Yes, we can mod for ammo, yay. I don't want to mod for ammo, okay? I don't want to do it. It feels like making a huge compromise. Going for full, 40%. These are the Exo Gogstad. You guys said, hey Laser, Exo Gogstad, something. So look here. And here's the Corrupted Heavy Goons. This weapon chomps through high-level targets with normal build, no problem whatsoever. Look at me being so amazing, destroying the Gogstad and all whatnot. See the problem though? The problem is I'm going for consistent headshots, which is all well and good for this weapon, especially considering the bonuses. It's a sniper, yada yada, all of that good stuff. But if I didn't go for headshots, if my weapon would consume ammo like it should, let's go body shots. Yes, for body shots you still get 1 to 2 shots to kill the next Gog. But if you go like so, you're gonna be running out of ammo like nobody's business. And let's be honest, when we get to the Steel Path showcase, you will see it's okay, fine. You can argue my skill and all whatnot. That's fine. My ego can take it. It's not a problem. But still, who gets all the time headshots? There's gonna be that one guy in the comment, isn't there? So you see, even with body shots, you can get a one. Oh look, I ran out of ammo. Bloody annoying. Dear developer, how can you not see this is anti-fun? Do you want your players to be pissed off while playing your game? Did you really thought this one through, the whole ammo nerfs and all whatnot? Honestly, it's beyond me. But anyway, my point there was supposed to be that, hey, fire rate, because the fire rate is so low, and even if you come in with critical delay and you knock it down even further, you might want to go from target to target and you press your trigger and it goes, not enough fire rate, give more fire rate. And in which case you go with fire rate instead of vigilante armaments fire rate. But that point is mute. You know why that point is mute? Because you're going to be careful to get your headshots all the time, so you're not going to go brr, 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 as it might be fun. Yay, fun. So there you go. I killed my own point. But I know what you're gonna say, dude, sniper rifles in Warframe are used for Eidolon hunting, and you would be 100% correct. If you wanna use this one in Eidolon hunts, by all means, go for it. What you gotta do is take off all the vital, take off hunter munitions, you're gonna be building yourself radiation damage on this one with the 90 mods, and basically that's kind of it. Just more radiation, critical chance, critical damage, multi-shot. That's your build for Eidolon hunts. You can also try to hit the head of the Eidolon to proc that gimmick that the weapon has for the ammo efficiency, unless you wanna run out of ammo. Honestly, just go for the Rubico Prime. It's a much better and less annoying alternative. As for a maxed out build, it would look something of the sort. You got yourself Galvanized Chamber, Galvanized Aptitude. Does it work? Well, yes, it's not an explosive weapon, so Galvanized Aptitude works. You can also use a Bane mod on it if you so desire. You don't like the Bane, simply use flat damage with Serration, or try more Multishot with Vigilante armaments, or a little bit of fire rate, although I feel the fire rate will be counterintuitive at this point. Primary Deadhead, obviously Deadhead. We're gonna spawn in the same targets as before, and then we're gonna do a little bit of Steel Path and all whatnot. We're gonna go for the Corrupted Heavy Goons, level 120, and the Exo... Wait, 165? Did I go straight for 165? Yes, I went straight for 165. So we're gonna go for a headshot. Of course, this being a galvanized setup, you're gonna have to get a couple of kills to get yourself those nice stacks. And the Exo Gogstad. What's up, Gogstad? There you go. Gogstad absolutely destroyed. And when you full stacks on this one, you don't even see the procs anymore because the damage is simply too great. Again, this is not a bad weapon, and I'm fully aware, dude, you're making this powerful showcase for it because I'm consistently going for headshots. Let's switch to body shots, and you will see my ammo dry up rather quickly. Oh, look, one bullet. Can one bullet kill it if I go for headshot? Yes, it can! No procs, by the way. Reload, you stupid gun. There you go. It didn't want to reload by itself. Did I mention that the reload is 3 seconds and the animation is, well, could be better. Look at the body shots. Beautiful, beautiful. And I reload again. God damn it. Powerful, is it not? Now what about some actual gameplay? Oh, by the way, only one shot left. Bye-bye. Welcome to the Void, my friends. Now, see, I'm gonna take you from the start of the mission with Revenant, and I also got a... Where'd you go? Oh, Panzer Volpafila. She don't like me very much. I haven't fed her today. Full scope headshot. Yeah, baby. Now, please don't move. I'm using Revenant. And thankfully, these guys are gonna hit me, and then they're gonna be standing still, which will make the Perigale a whole lot more usable. But of course, my friends, go for headshots. Take your time. Make sure you don't run out of ammo. As you can see, this is more than usable. Definitely. As long as you don't run out of ammo, which shouldn't be much of a concern as long as you take your time. Of course, I know what you're gonna say. Brah, my AoE weapon, brah, is gonna clear the whole room, brah. Before you even get off a shot, and you may have a point. You may have a point. I don't have a counterpoint to that. In fact, if you want to see the most powerful AoE weapon right now in the game, no, it's not the old ones. It's a new one. Look at the cards right now. It's beautiful, and I highly recommend you check out that guide. Again, if you're Mr. Headshot, you're gonna love the experience with this one. The weapon does reward skill play. I just don't understand why it needed to be gimped in such a fashion. As for power, you gotta be kidding me. Power galore. For Eidolon Hunts, absolutely. For normal missions, absolutely. For whatever you want, absolutely. Annoyance, absolutely. And I do believe, my friends, that's kind of everything I can show you in Steel Path. I gotta take it slow and bite the numbers for these guys. I don't need the vital procs. Oh, and one thing I didn't tell you, the hipfire. We don't use the hipfire all that often because we'll run out of ammo. But look at the bullets on the wall. See that? It fires in a straight horizontal pattern. Did you see that? Beautiful. It's like rakataka-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta, machine gun chakne, and all whatnot. Again, so it kind of sweeps in front of you, killing everything that stands before you. It's actually quite nice and fun. But again, you can't really shoot from the hip, because if you shoot too much from the hip, you're out of ammo. Now, is there anything else I wanted to say? Warframe buffs! Why not? Well, what Warframe buffs do you want? Because a one-shot is a one-shot is a one-shot. How much more? You know what, Harrow? Why Harrow and not Lady Mirage or whatever else? Because Harrow makes red numbers, and I like red numbers. There you go. Lord Harrow. And we're gonna go with Priest. Should we go with Priest or Necromancer? What do you guys think? You got Priest Harrow. This is Necro Harrow. Yeah, we're gonna go with Necromancer Harrow. And the reason why this reminds me of a Necromancer is World of... Wow, no, the weapon doesn't match well. The weapon doesn't match well. I can't be arsed right now to change the colors. What about... Priest is better. Corrosive projection against heavily armored targets, as you fantastic people might know, is a fantastic idea, but you're not forced into this one by any stretch of the imagination. Simply go for whatever aura is called for your build. You know what? These are a lot more important when it comes to Warframe buffs. The actual arcanes. They're a lot more powerful than most mods. So go with Arcane Avenger R5. You can find this one on the third Eidolon down on Cetus. Maybe you can even use the Parigale. And in case you run out of ammo, remember, it's not my fault. I warned you, but this one is definitely one of the most powerful offensive arcanes in the game. % critical chance bonus additive after stacking on top of what you already have. And you might say, hey Leyzar, isn't it pointless with Hera? I mean, we're gonna go for headshots. We're gonna be in the red anyway. Yes, but did you know there's an infinite number of tier crits in Warframe? Yeah? No? What do you mean no? Look at the guys right now for a full and detailed guide on critical chance, critical multipliers, and how they apply and work in Warframe. And acceleration for more speed because fuck it, why not? Now, when it comes to companions, you can go with the Panzervollpfeiler. If you go with the Panzervollpfeiler and it's gonna get you those viral procs, you don't need to build viral on the weapon anymore. You can build something like corrosive, you can build heat, you can build electricity, whatever you want. It doesn't really matter at this point. You already got this level of power. We're gonna imposing the target so they can hit me and I can get my buffs. You got the GOG stat, you got the officer thingy, but as you saw before, we were one-shotting anyway. The only more beautiful part this time is the fact that we're gonna get red numbers on the screen. Harrow's fourth ability saves everybody, my friends, no thanks required, of course, and his free ability would get you fire rate. Wait, no, not free ability. His second ability will get you fire rate as well as reload speed. His free ability actually is the whole energy thing. Back to you one. Actually, did you know I have a full and detailed build guide on AoE God Harrow? Yes, it's a thing. Link the cards right now. Alright, where was I? Boom. This is why you go for Harrow. It's not like he's a lot more powerful, like makes the weapon the most powerful or the most powerful weapon buffer frame. It's simply the fact that he makes nice red numbers on the screen. And people love that. Don't you love that? You go for headshot, like so. Who the frick is this? What is even the head of that? Is this the head? That was orange. It wasn't the head. That was a head, though. How is this not fun? How is this not fun, ladies and gents? And that's pretty much it to the Perigale. I will draw some conclusions, which should be pretty obvious by this point. The Perigale is an extremely impressive and powerful sniper rifle. Perhaps it could even be, from a stat points, the most powerful one because of the burst fire and all whatnot. The problem is intentionally hamstringed and kneecapped by the stupid ammo limitations, to which I see no point. What did you thought was gonna happen? That the Perigale was gonna become the most powerful weapon in the game and everybody would run around with sniper rifles in missions? I highly doubt it. Honestly, it needs a better ammo reserve and a faster reload time. And I do believe, my friends, that is pretty much it. As always, my name has been Laser. Thank you guys so much for watching. Oh, god damn you. Like, favorite, share, and subscribe only if you enjoy the content. And if you got any feedback for me, I would love to read it in the comment section down below. And if you love the content and you want to help us keep making it, consider supporting us via Patreon. There will be a link in the cards right now. You can also find me on Twitch, Facebook, Twitter, all the usual places. But until next time, my friends, bye-bye.